YouTubies! It's me, Zachary Michael! Also! Hi! Hello! Let's go. Oh my god. That's a conversation pre-filming, but somebody said I always wondered why Amberlynn does zero sponsorships and has no merch. Like, get that money, girl. Well, she did do merch once, and it was the laziest fucking merch ever. Like, literally words printed on a shirt. And I don't think hardly anybody bought it. And I made a joke while I was drunk about buying it, and that made people really mad at the time. really mad at me. They're like, how dare you give Amberlynn money? And I didn't buy any of it. And then there was speculation that, like, I really had bought it, but I just never showed it because I didn't want to face the backlash. And it's like, there's no way for me to prove to you that I really didn't buy it, but I didn't buy it. I just, sometimes I tweet, or sometimes I used to tweet while I was drunk. And you know what? Maybe there's a good reason that I'm sober now. The X journal was not a sponsorship. Everybody says that all the time. It really was not. It was not a sponsorship on her end. It wasn't, and if it was, at the very least, she didn't disclose it properly. None of this is the point of today's video, by the way. We're really here to discuss the just crafty DIY Jamie, not the just poopy Jamie, not the just bugging out Jamie, but the just crafty
love my cream
Jamie.
Finally got primed to work Slay the Zach 11 Reba.
Slave and Miss Cow Shart 69. Thank you so much for 10 months of subscribing. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. She did that for free? Yeah, I would think so, yeah. I can't even remember, but I don't even think she had, like, a link or, well, she did put a link if people wanted to get it, but I don't think it wasn't, like, an affiliate link or anything, even. It was just like, here's the website to go to. I will say that those people reached out to me after the whole mess, after the whole ordeal, after they edited their website to have my name on it. They did reach out to me and they wanted to, like, work with me. And I said, after all the things I've said about your product and after the weird things that you've done, you think I want to work with you? You think I want to work with you? I don't think so. I don't think that's not, no. But we also just know she's too lazy to do sponsorships. She has, in fact, said that, like, in the past that they felt too much work. And she also, I just recently attempted to do that sponsorship with some kind of pharmaceutical company or something for her semaglutide, and she stopped doing that. And she, I think, stopped doing semaglutide just in general, but like, she didn't do it at all. So it was too much work for her to even do her research on whether she was or wasn't allowed to do sponsorships like that on YouTube. You know, she got out of it after she already agreed with the company to do it. Which I was thinking about it more for some reason, probably because I've been talking about semaglutide so much on YouTube, Twitch, whoever, whatever. I've been getting semaglutide ads from Hims, which is a brand, which is a company that does, like, I always thought Hims was like a hair loss, like, supplement company. I could be wrong about that. I could just not know what Hims is. But I feel like I have seen people do Hims sponsorships before. And I was like, maybe it was something like that, you know? Anyways, again, all besides the point, I started recording and then I started talking about Amberlynn. So all the people, this is the exception. I usually say, y'all, we won't ever talk about Amberlynn over here on the re-upload channel. This is the one exception. I think this is outside of, like, maybe some brief inside jokes about her that come up when we watch people. This is the exception. Wait, I zoned out. Is Jamie Ozempicing? No. No, I literally just can't stay focused, and we started talking about Amberlynn for a second, but we're redirecting. I probably could just start the recording over, you know? We could just... No, I think it's more fun if we just leave it in. I think it's more fun if it just stays in. All right, today we're here to watch the crafty DIY guy. And he is doing 5-minute Dollar Tree Christmas crafts in July. This is a video he uploaded 3 days ago. 59 products. Is that a new feature?
Just one more, please, Zachary.
Marsha. A few things about that, about the TTS stuff. On the Lisa reaction re-upload, people loved the E nonsense, but we don't need to go crazy with it, because I do believe that people will get tired of it quickly. Okay. Second of all, Marsha has been following Jamie for years. When I announced that this is what we are reacting to today, Marsha was like, I know him. And I'm like, oh, like personally, like a friend? And she said, no, I just have been watching him for a long time. So she doesn't know him personally, but she knows him, you know? And that's all that matters to me. So anyways, we're gonna watch the Christmas in July crafts. And yeah. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Any questions from the class before we get started? So yeah. I'm always gonna do a so yeah, because shout out to Widowed Mom Raising Two Sons. If you never watched her channel, go subscribe. That's the name of it. Widowed Mom Raising Two Sons. And she always goes, so yeah. You have a question? What is it, Leah? The microphone is yours. You think you fell out of a coconut tree? I do, actually. All right. Okay. Well, if y'all are ready, could you put some 69s in the chat? That would be amazing. So I know that you're ready, that you don't have any questions anymore. Just so that we're all on the same page, you know? Dang, I really had a moment there. I could have come up with something better. Yeah, you dropped the ball, Leah. You fumbled the bag. Damn, how does that feel? How does that feel? Dropping the bag like that. Crazy. Oh, one might say you dropped the coconut, Leah. Yeah. It feels bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Love my cream wheat.
69,696,969.
Echoes 1980. Thanks so much for 2 months of subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it. All right, y'all. Let's get to. I can't wait to see what creative crafts he has in store for us. It's been a while. It's been a while since we watched old Jamie. Also, he somehow has all the products in this tagged, which I did know was a feature on the YouTubies, but like I didn't know like you could tag. Maybe we'll look into this after we watch. I won't be spoiled on what any of the crafts are, but I didn't know you could tag items from the Dollar Tree, you know? Like, maybe they're not actually items from the Dollar Tree that he's tagging, but, like, similar items? I don't know. We'll see.
Is the season. It is Christmas in July.
I forgot about his music!
All right, everybody, I am super excited about this collaboration. This is officially kicking off the fall and Christmas and Halloween DIYs that are going to be all over YouTube for the next, 6 months.
The fall, the Christmas, and the Halloween? The fall, the Christmas, and the Halloween?
This Christmas in July, this collaboration is always put on by...
Why are we starting any of those crafts in July? Why do I need Halloween crafts in July? Why do I need Christmas? Why do we have to prepare that many months in advance? Time does go by fast. And when all the things in the world are happening all at once, but I guess you gotta get ahead of it. You might not have time in October to make your Christmas crafts. We start early, Zachary. That's the craft thing. No joke. Seriously. All right. Marsha the expert has spoken in the chat.
Shannon over at the Cozy Christmas Cottage.
Who are they?
Many of you know Shannon.
He said, let me pick the most potato quality photos of these women. In particular, this one. Like, that doesn't even look real.
Of course, from the Daily DIYer, but also if you're not following her on the Cozy Christmas Cottage channel, you've got to check it out because
there's a Cozy Christmas Cottage channel that I have to check out.
If you're looking for some amazing, quick, and easy 5-minute deal.
The Cozy Christmas Cottage channel. Oh my God. Imagine an entire channel themed around Christmas. That's kind of nuts to me. But also, I'm kind of obsessed. But also, clearly she hasn't posted in 7 months on this channel. So, like, what do you do? What do you do once Christmas is over? What do you do once it's done? That is so funny to me. All right, work, diva. I mean, I guess, like, it doesn't matter when you celebrate Christmas. If they're only 5-minute crafts, then why do them 6 months in advance? Because you never know. Maybe you don't have 5 minutes to spare in November, you know?
It's so cute. She does Christmas spectacularly. Now, speaking of spectacular, there are some amazing creators that are in this collaboration.
There's so many people. So many DIY people. I love YouTube names in this corner of the internet. I mean, I think it was Maya that made the housewife YouTube channel name generator. But yeah, just like DIY, beauty on purpose, creative on the cheap, the Daily DIYer. Oh, the Daily DIYer is the same as the Cozy Christmas Cottage. White Sparrow Living, Crafts with a K by Caitlin. Little bit of calm and crazy. Oh, you might not be able to see that one fully. Like... The Latina next door, you know? I love it. We only have one male representation. Well, nobody's doing it like the crafty DIY guy, okay? Not Jamie as the DEI pick. Not this. All right, let's keep going.
Be sure and
I mean, it's mostly perceivably white women that are in this collab.
Out that playlist that's in the description box below. That playlist is going to take you to all of these amazing creators and their videos.
Stunning.
Definitely check out mine. Of course, like, subscribe, all of that. I'm so close to 100,000 subscribers.
We're so close. Wait, is he there yet? No, 97,000. If only all 3,000 of you that are not currently in my Twitch stream subscribe to him. But there'll probably be 3,000 people at least that watch the re-upload. You could get him there. We could get him to 100,000 subscribers.
Super excited. And let's get started on those DIYs. Now for this DIY, we are going to take this mirror. I grabbed this mirror at Dollar Tree. I'm going to go ahead and just flip it face down. That way the reflection isn't blinding you there. I've got some gingham ribbon here. I grabbed this from Hobby Lobby last year. I also have this candle ring. This I did pick up from Dollar Tree, and it's again just kind of left over from last year. And
I do think it's kind of misleading to be like, this is Dollar Tree DIY, and you're showing stuff that's not just from Dollar Tree, but it's fine. One of the things that you don't know about Jamie and his DIY videos is that the titles are usually at least a little clickbaity, in the sense that he's a lot like Mandy from Managing the Maze with her cooking videos. He just puts words in the title that he thinks is gonna get people to click on the video. Like, he goes for the buzzwords. If it's from last year, how am I supposed to recreate his craft? Well, that's also a struggle that I've pointed out in the past watching some crafting videos and stuff like that. But a lot of people have also pointed out that, like, sometimes these types of videos are just intended for, like, inspiration. So maybe you can't get that exact item at the Dollar Tree, but you can find something similar to it and use your creativity to find something that would work in its place. But I agree. I don't disagree. Like, when I click on these videos, I'm like, oh, there's going to be a tutorial so I can recreate this thing the exact same way, you know?
And then I've also got some greenery, and this particular piece of greenery here, this did come from Hobby Lobby as well. This was on a clearance shelf, I guess.
But it is irritating because I want to see you make some shit out of Dollar Tree stuff. You know?
Last year, I think I paid about 75 cents for it. So definitely shop for those clearance deals.
Back to seeing
I'm going to
the
go ahead and
reflection.
just add some glue here onto my mirror, onto the kind of frame of the mirror, I should say. And I'm only kind of putting this where I'm going to be putting the wreath ring. So we're going to go ahead and just flip this down on top of the wreath ring. That way I get a good hold. And then if there's any drippage, honestly, on the glue, it's going to go forward.
What do y'all know about drippage? Y'all experiencing any drippage? I am already kind of, like, confused about what is going on here. Like, why would we buy decor that is a mirror and then cover it up with a wreath?
Kind of away from the mirror. That way it doesn't, you know, kind of stain my mirror. So go ahead and put a little bit of pressure on there. And when it's dry, you're going to have something that looks like this. You can kind of get away any kind of schmutz or, you know,
schmutz? What do you know about getting away any kind of schmutz, you know?
glue strings or anything like that. Then we're going to go ahead and we are going to take our candle ring, and I'm going to go ahead and start separating this. Now, this plastic that this is made of, we're going to also use this ribbon. This plastic is actually really, really easy to cut with just a regular pair of scissors. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of snip through these. You could certainly use a wire cutter if you really had to, but honestly, this is so easy to snip through. And
wait, why are we cutting that? Why are we cutting that ring? I don't understand. And also, are we gonna just end up covering the whole video? The whole video. Why did I say the word video? The mirror? The mirror. Maybe it's because I'm like looking into the mirror and all I see right now is his camera, so the videos are just on my mind. But are we gonna cover up the whole entire mirror? Let me let him cook. Let me let him cook.
Time I see these candle rings, I always grab them because they provide a lot of variety, especially when I'm doing something small like this and I only need a little bit of greenery or maybe some select pieces. This is a super easy way to do that.
Just getting rid of the
go
ring
ahead and
part. He's gonna add all of these little bits into the wreath as accoutrement.
Get rid of that candle ring there. And then for the pine cones and the greenery pieces and everything, I'm just going to go ahead and just start gluing these right to the wreath form. And you can kind of stack, you can kind of play around with your leaves, you can play around with the berries.
Okay, I will play around with my leaves and my berries. Okay, I'll play around with my leaves and my berries. Y'all ever play around with your leaves and your berries?
Of course, if you have any other florals, you could certainly use them. I actually don't have a lot of Christmas florals right now in my stash.
Because it's July, bestie.
Used all of my Christmas florals last year. I can't say florals right now. So we're going to go ahead and just snip down the stems that might be on those.
And play with your perennium. I know what that means now. I know what the word perennium means now. Don't do this to me. Y'all got me the other day. That was my fault. I should have been smarter. I should have been smarter, but you won't get me now.
We're going to go ahead and just glue that down. And then also for the pine cones, there's a little stem on there, but you can literally just pop that right off.
Okay.
Then we're going to add some glue to that as well.
For some reason, everything he says today sounds just so sexual to me, because he's like, oh yeah, go ahead and pop that off. Okay, Jamie. Okay. I'll just go ahead and pop that off, you know?
Are just going to stick that down right in the middle of our holly leaves there, and then just start adding your embellishments. You're going to add the embellishments and things onto your wreath, just kind of that are appealing to you and pleasing to the eye. I am going to leave that bottom part open on my wreath because that is where I'm going to put my bow.
I'm always keeping my bottom part open. I'm serious. I can't help it today. What is my problem? What is my issue? What's my malfunction?
I'm going to be tying with that gingham ribbon. Now, I'm just going to do some really simple bows here. I call these like shoelace bows. It just kind of reminds me of like a bow you might make when you're tying your shoe. And for these, I'm actually going to make one that's a little bit larger and then one that's a little bit smaller. And we're going to just glue them on top of each other. And when you've got this all done, this looks absolutely adorable. I think this is perfect for the holidays, and what I really love about this is that it's perfect for that transition period between like Thanksgiving and Christmas, but then can also carry you in through the new year.
I don't get it. I don't get it. Poe, I don't get you either, man. What are you barking at? Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Just go. Yeah, I feel like he essentially there was like, you know how I said this was for Christmas, but there's nothing really inherently Christmas about it? What I really mean is that you could basically use this for Thanksgiving, Christmas, into the new year. I'm also just like, where in your house do you put this? And for what purpose, you know? Like, if I wanted a wreath, then I would just put a wreath on my door, you know? Like, just take the wreath part and put it on your door. Why do I need the mirrored thing behind it? That doesn't really make sense to me either. And, like, it's like the mirror part is kind of pointless because, like, that mirror serves a purpose. You know? It's giving AI-generated Christmas decorations. I mean, I guess I could see why you'd say that. I mean, we did literally just see him do it, but it does kind of make me think like he followed like maybe what AI thinks a Christmas decoration looks like. I do see like a winter concept for it though, which does make sense to me why he's like, well, it could transition through all of these holidays because like those are all like colder months, holiday, like the seasonal like holidays, but it's not giving Christmas in July to me. It's just not.
Now for this next DIY, I'm going to take 3 of these frames that I picked up from Dollar Tree. These
December
are 4x4.
months, if you will.
I love the gold, and I also love this kind of ivory color. I also have some scrapbook paper that I picked up. I believe I picked this up either at Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I'm not sure. I've definitely had it for a while. And then I have these antlers, and I was going to either go with the gold or this ivory color.
I'm worried about the antlers. The antlers are concerning to me. For real, for real.
Not really sure. It's really going to depend on the scrapbook paper that I use. So we're going to go ahead and push our frames out of the way. And then what's really cool about the scrapbook paper is there is tons of variety. I mean, even look at this gold one right from the beginning, right?
Is that
this
gold?
Green and pine cone and gold.
That is not gold. That's just pine cones. Pine cones are not gold.
This could be really, really pretty in there. And then if you were to add like these gold glittery kind of antlers, that could be really pretty there. Now, I didn't want to add...
Oh! I was like, where is he going to put the antlers? But are the antlers going to be in the middle of the picture frame? Is it going to be like a little shadow box type of situation?
Gold ones because they were kind of glittery and I don't know, there was just something about them that I just didn't really like. And as you can see when you're kind of flipping through this, book. There are tons of options here. Anytime I can grab these, especially if I can grab them on sale, I love to get these books because they...
Yeah, you better get them on sale because that was $15 for paper, if I remember what the price tag said. So that feels like a lot. But also, I know scrapbooking can be really expensive. Like, it's a very expensive hobby to partake in.
Provide so much variety. They're so fun to use for all kinds of different projects. Now, I really liked this very simple green. It says Merry Christmas on there.
Yeah, you might not be able to see it on my screen, but there's just, it's giving amberlynn word art. It's just Merry Christmas and tiny font repeated over and over and over again.
Pop it up, Zachary. You just don't understand. It's a cheap way of sitting a wreath look with the wood in background. And he is good at redoing things for other seasons, but at a cheap mirror. He has his crafts in his house. He has a older house. He styles his porch and in different spots. He has a basic
sell. He uses what's on sale. He is in the craft, and it's another world. I've watched him actually. This was before your time, Marsha, but I have watched him do a lot of DIY guy stuff. A lot of DIYs. Sorry, I don't know why I worded it that way. And I oftentimes just think of like, what's the point? Like, I don't know. But that's the joy. Everybody has different tastes, different strokes for different folks. It's not my taste. And I also am just like, it doesn't make sense to me. And that's fine. Maybe I'm not the target demographic. Maybe I'm not the intended audience, but here I am, and yet I am the audience, and yet I'm watching, So I'm just giving my thoughts. Different strokes are not to your taste, Zachary. Exactly, yeah.
And I think I'm going to go with that. But just so you guys see, look at the variety. This plaid would have been really, really beautiful here. There's some stripes. I mean, there's all kinds of different beautiful...
Poe, go. Go. Hey, bud. Go, bud. Please. Please. Come on. Let's go investigate. What are you so upset about? Come on. What's going on? What do you see? What do you see? Where's your dad? You're fine. You're fine, buddy. There's literally nothing more that you have to talk about. Let's go. Come on. You good? Come on. Let's go. Can I tell you again? I'm like fairly positive the reason he was barking is because Noel left, and I'm just gonna have to talk to Noel about it again. I'm just like, could you please stop leaving and entering while I'm streaming, because Poe just loses it, and it's very distracting, and it's hard. But thanks for your patience. I appreciate you all. I appreciate it. Thanks for understanding. I don't even remember what I was talking about in regards to old Jamie. Well, there's also that Tungsten's mom. He could also just start taking Poe with him. It's true. It's true. Just like give me a break. You're welcome. This was distracting me. I do love this clip. I already know what it is, but we'll watch it. What's the point? How about the point is shut the fuck up? Okay. What's the point? How about the point is shut the fuck up? Okay. Thanks so much for sharing that. Appreciate it. I don't think any of us mind the borking. I didn't figure you did, but it is very distracting for me. Like, the way my brain works, it's hard for me to focus. Like, I have to, like, fully stop what I'm doing. Wait, why did we watch a Tommy Salami clip? What do you mean? Why did we watch? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about, bestie. Anyways, let's get back to Jamie.
Christmas patterns that you could definitely use here. Now, the scrapbook paper that I'm using is large enough that I can get all 3 of the frames kind of completed
also,
here.
He has fully 59 products listed in the tagged products. And he's so far, we're halfway through this video. And there ain't no way he's showing 59 different products in this video. Just like, what? That clip Oh, it's a joke! Oh, it was a joke! Oh, it was a joke because I look like Tommy Salami. That's why you're like, why did we watch a Tommy Salami clip? Oh, it was a joke! It was a joke. Y'all were joking. Y'all were joking. Oh my god. Oh god. I'm not beating the dumbass allegations at all today, am I? I'm not beating those allegations at all.
So I'm going to use the backing for one of these frames, and we're just going to go ahead and trace around it. And then after I've done that, and I've got 3 of them, then I'm going to go ahead and just take my scissors and cut those and trim those to fit.
So we're just framing paper. That's the craft. That's the DIY craft.
Frames, very, very easy, and you'll have 3 frames or 4 frames, just depending on how many frames you want to do for your particular DIY. Now it's time to go ahead and take the antlers, and we're going to just glue these directly down to the glass. Now,
we're gluing them onto the glass? Why not just take the glass off and glue them onto the paper?
They wouldn't fit, obviously, behind the glass, but this is kind of a cool way. Just kind of take the antlers and wherever the touch points are for the glass.
I'm sorry, I don't get it. I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't get it.
Go ahead and just add your hot glue, and then you're going to glue these down to the frame itself, just like this. And when you're done, you've got a really, really decorative, cute accent. You could use this on a bookshelf. You could also use this on the wall. So many cute ideas, and obviously you could do this with any size frame that you find.
He keeps saying the word cute. And I'm also just like, okay, the paper does say Merry Christmas on it. The antler alone, by itself, not necessarily, like, I can tell, obviously, it's an antler. But, like, I don't know if you saw it with no other context. If that's automatically, it kind of is giving driftwood. It's kind of giving beech wood. Giving twig. You know? Like, it's an interesting thing to call, like, Christmas decor. I don't know. I mean, I appreciate that he's trying new things, you know? He is an innovator. He's using some ingenuity, you know? I appreciate that. I do.
So this next DIY is so easy. You're going to grab one of these waste baskets that you can get from Dollar Tree.
Okay.
I saw this DIY on the TikTok and just thought this was amazing.
Is he gonna... Wait. Remember when Will, the DIY guy Will, the guy that got hacked? And when he made the titty lamp... That's what this is giving! Are we getting Titty Lamp 2.0? Titty Lamp but make it Christmas? Are we getting... Y'all, I will die if he makes the titty lamp.
Pump it up, baby, and pop it up. Also, ew, what the point? Shut the effer up. What sister? How many Tommy Slalomy are there? Aha, aha, just framing paper, ya gluing that cool way. If you don't get it, I won't yell at you. Okay, the deer ears look different, but I would put another picture.
You're taking a craft break, Marsha? Maybe that's for the best. Thanks for the bits, Marsha. Appreciate it. Oh my gosh. Liddy Titty Lamp, let's go. I hope that's what it is. He is squeezing it right now. It's kind of giving festive titty lamp.
You're literally going to just squeeze together the bottom part of the wastebasket.
Now I'm worried that it's not going to be a titty lamp.
Until you've got a shape that kind of reminds you of like an urn or like a vase or something like that.
Nothing says Christmas like an urn.
You're going to go ahead and just kind of play around with the center there. You're going to make sure that this is as round as it can be. You could certainly add a round Dollar Tree vase inside of this if you really wanted to. What's so cool about this too is that it gives you a lot of different variety and a lot of different uses. I think the creator on TikTok that did this used this for their K-cups, and I've seen this for a lot of different things too. But I'm also thinking, like, what if you put a round Dollar Tree vase on the inside, and then you put some candles in there, or you filled this with some florals? You could probably put one of those Dollar Tree
I'm sorry, but one, I have no idea what the end goal here is or what it has to do with Christmas. And two, you think this flimsy-ass basket that you literally just sculpted with your bare hands. You took your bare hands and you sculpted it to the shape. You think that's gonna hold anything worthwhile in it? You think that it's going to be a reliable container, vessel to hold something? To put candles in? Please be serious, Jamie.
Foam rings in there and then just start filling this up with flowers. You could keep it very simple and just have the candle in there alone. There's so many really cool things that you can do with this. And once you've kind of played around with it and shaped it up, you've got something that is super, super adorable and really good for almost...
That was the craft. This is the craft. You got something that is super, super adorable. I would like to understand Jamie's definitions of some of these words a little bit better. How is this Christmas? How is this Christmas in July? This is just my boyfriend fidgeting with random objects around my apartment. Yeah, it is so silly. I'm so confused on what the point is. This was not even as innovative or as cool as Will's titty lamp. I'm so disappointed. Spray paint it gold and add some sparkles and then it's Christmas. Honestly, that would be something, right? Like, give it some razzle-dazzle. Give it the old razzle-dazzle. But it's a black wastebasket that he squeezed with his hands. And it's lumpy. Yes, lumpy. Giving lumpy space princess. Tie a ribbon around it, for God's sake. Yeah, y'all have so many good ideas. Y'all have so many good ideas. Y'all should start your DIY channels. Glue some of them antlers on it. Yeah. Lots of good ideas in the chat. Not a ton from Jamie when it comes to this particular craft.
Love, love, love my cream of wheat.
I am requested to do this squirrels running and land in the booby basket for candles. And I have to do also because it's for them. It's a boy playing with foreign objects. What the UCK?
Wait, Marsha, somebody gave you a specific request? Somebody, you are taking personal requests for these messages now? Are y'all DMing your requests for TTS messages to Marsha? Y'all better start.
Almost any season at all. I really, really like this a lot. Now this next DIY, I grabbed this glass block. This was from Goodwill. It was $7.09. That seems to be...
Okay, well the Hobby Lobby stuff is one thing, because at the very least, at least Hobby Lobbies are a place where you can go and get like a consistent product from, right? Like most Hobby Lobbies are going to have the same type of products for people to buy and purchase. I can't just walk into a Goodwill and get this glass block.
The going price at my Goodwill lately. And we're going to go ahead and just remove this sticker. Thankfully, it did come off of
and
this
I would say
block.
this is also not something you can just easily get anywhere. Like, where else is selling glass blocks like this?
Pretty easily, but the block is actually pretty dirty. And by the way, there's a hole in the back of this, and you'll see what we're going to do with it.
It's not the only thing that has a hole in the back of it, if you know what I'm saying. If you know what I'm saying.
So I did clean the glass, and then I did wipe it down with some alcohol.
You could walk into any Goodwill and find this? Really? This is giving the glass block that was used as windows in like old buildings.
And I took my Cricut and created this really cool kind of decal that I wanted to stick on here. And you could actually free paint this if you wanted to. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. We're going to go ahead and just add our decal to our glass block. You're going to just measure that out.
I heard that you can find a Batman Lego set at an Oklahoma Goodwill. Bet. I would like to see it. To be fair, those glass blocks are sold at the Home Depot around Christmas time. My mom does crafts with them. Well, fuck me. I didn't know this was a thing that people were buying.
Make sure it's the right size for the glass block. You can pick these glass blocks up, by the way, at Home Depot, and it wouldn't surprise me if they're about the same prices that I paid for this one.
Tregelia, are you secretly Jamie the crafty DIY guy? Tregelia, are you secretly Jamie the crafty DIY guy? How'd you know he was about to say that? How did you know? Lisa Halls in the chat says, Zach, yes, crafting is a thing. I'd never heard about crafting prior to today, Lisa. This is the first I'm hearing of it. This is the first that I'm hearing of the concept of crafting. I've never heard of it as a concept before. That's crazy. You're telling me people craft?
But it was super convenient. I didn't have to go to the Home Depot. And now we're going to just go ahead and feed in some string lights. These are just the typical string lights that you can get at Dollar Tree. Okay. And when you are done with all of this, you've got the cutest accent light. Look how beautiful this is.
Honestly, that's the first one that I've liked. That's the first one that I've liked. I don't mind it. Not at all.
I love this so much. This is such an easy DIY. You could certainly put this on a bookshelf.
Easy.
You could also put this outside. This is what it looks like when the lights are dimmed. How beautiful is this, and how easy was this? Now, this next DIY is a fun one as well. I found this sign, and it says family on one side and then welcome on the other.
That's so Lisa's Halls coded. Lisa, you got this sign? You got this sign? It feels like something that would be on the wall behind you in a Dollar Tree haul video.
And I've had this in my stash for a little while. I'm going to go ahead and just separate it from the holder there. And then we're going to take this and we're going to use some chalk paint. And we are just going to completely cover this in white chalk paint. Now, I'm a tradition.
She immediately was like, no, I would never put that garbage in my home. You're so wrong about me, Zach. Oh, wait, no, she just said, but now I'll look for it.
When it comes to Christmas, I like red, I like white, I like green, and I've kind of gotten to some of the black and white that you see in a lot of Christmas decor now. So we're going to go ahead and use that, and we're going to go ahead and add just a couple coats of chalk paint onto each side of this. And while I'm kind of doing this, let me kind of reiterate that if you're not a subscriber, or even if you think you're a subscriber right now, please go ahead and either hit that.
Let me reiterate subscribe to my channel. I already gave a shout out for subscribing to his channel, so let me reiterate. Even if you think you're a subscriber of my channel, just go check. Just go check and make sure.
What the flying UK, really what the shish is going on, and no holes in the back of anything. Squirrels took my booby products and F me, Zachary says. Did you guys see my twin Marsha orange shorts? I think it's a bunch of booby murlerka. I wonder if Jamie has edibles stash with craft.
Why are squirrels taking your booby products, Marsha? Also, your twin Marsha, her shorts were red. I'm sorry to tell you. I know this might be disappointing for you to hear, but those shorts were red.
Subscribe button and hang out with me for some future videos. Or if you are a follower of mine and you've been with me for a while, you're an OG, just double check and make sure that
you're an OG, which means you're a part of the original gang, the original Jamie crafting DIY guy gang. Marsha, would you call yourself an OG? Do you consider yourself an OG?
You are still following me and that you're subscribed to the channel. Y'all, I am so close to hitting 100,000 subscribers. I am so excited, and I feel like it's going to happen before the end of the year. This has been such a milestone for me and something that I have been really working hard to. You guys know that I left my full-time job, and this is just kind of one of those milestones that I'm so excited to hit. And trust me, when I get that silver plaque with that 100,000 subscriber.
What if he does a crafting project with his YouTube plaque? What if he bedazzles it or something? Yeah.
Kind of note from YouTube, I am going to frame it. It's going to be in my display, and it's going to be amazing. Now, back to the painting here. I went ahead and just did the couple coats on each side of this. And then I am going to go ahead and paint the sides as well. I want the side to be
I think we could have fast forwarded through all that painting. I'm good.
Completely white. I went to my Cricut again. This is the Cricut Joy Extra, by the way. And I created just some very simple lettering for this because I kind of wanted a sign that I could use for Happy New Year. And have this again for the new year. Now, it started to stick before I was ready to make it stick. And that's the way the gods wanted it.
It looks crooked. It's giving crooked.
So it's not exactly perfectly straight, but it's close. But, you know.
I'm not exactly perfectly straight. So you know what? We'll take it.
Dan, what is straight in my life?
That's the first time I feel like I've heard Jamie say that he was gay. Wait, I need to hear him say it again.
Exactly perfectly straight, but it's close. But, you know, again, what is straight in my life?
Amen, Sister Sue. Let's fucking go.
Then I've got the Christmas side. This did say Merry Christmas, by the way. But when I was weeding it, I actually tore the Merry. So now we're just going to be Christmas.
Well, ain't no way Merry would have fit on there with the word Christmas. But also very funny to just have a sign that says Christmas.
But what's really cool about this, and if you remember how the sign was originally, it was on two different sides. So now we've got Christmas on one side and Happy New Year on the other. So this is a decor piece that can last through the holidays.
I wanted to try a new letter. Ooh.
She said, ooh. That's all you get from me. She said, that's all you'll get, Megan. Ooh. Ooh. Thanks for 30 months of subscribing with Prime. Appreciate it.
And something that looks so, so cute on a bookshelf. Again, very, very simple, very traditional colors, and perfect for the holidays in my eyes. I absolutely love this one.
Okay. Oh, that's it? Bam, bam, bam. Bam, bam, bam.
That was not a 5-minute craft. Scam me.
Jamie, just bugging out. Jamie, thanks so much for the 100 bits.
Love my cream of wheat.
He is so excited. No, Zachary, a girly in the chat is called Marsha Orange Shorts. Maybe that was Carly Wizard Lizard or someone who changed their username, or maybe it was in my mind and the squirrels told me so. It's true. I thought he was gay first time he said it. I want a plate that says my gender.
My what? My what? Thanks so much for the bits, Marsha. Appreciate it. What I also think is kind of scammy, though, for real, are all of these products that he has tagged. He's got a 6-foot Christmas tree from Target tagged, a 38-inch tall, like, reindeer decor thing from Walmart tagged, a battery-operated indoor something or another out of stock, my first Christmas tree. All these things that weren't even in the video. Like, none of these things were even in the video, and he's just got them tagged down here. Like, that all feels scammy, you know? Unless, maybe I don't understand how it works. Like, maybe he didn't go and tag all of those items? I don't know. Maybe that has nothing to do with him. But I've never used that function on YouTube. But I thought the point of it was that, like, you tag stuff that was in your video so that people could buy it and you would get some kind of, like, commission for them clicking on the items and stuff. So maybe I just don't understand it, you know? Maybe it's not for me to understand. It's not like I would likely buy anything in that section anyways. So, you know, maybe it really just is not for me. Anyways, YouTubies, that's all I have. And just so you know, if you're watching this on Thursday, typically there would be also a Friday re-upload, but I will not be in town. I'm going to a wedding. So this is it for the re-uploads this week on this channel. YouTubies, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe. Bye.